Hey, I'm looking at the solution for the channel 10 question. I did it at my home, and I'm also going to match it with the other solutions that I have with me. So what I did was that I first took all the information from the question and pasted it on Excel. After pasting it on Excel, I tried to jot down each of the constraint, and I took maxima, minima, the cost, and the time. And then to make it easy, the yellow part is the part that I will ask Excel to fill in, and I just marked down other constraints, like this is one of the constraint on time. This is our minimization function that we want to minimize this cell, and this is another constraint. And after doing that, I made sure that I can drive the whole thing from just the yellow cell. So whatever things that I put in the yellow cell would drive my money and would drive the total minutes. So these are the three cells that are dependent on the yellow part, but what I want Excel to do is get me the best values for the yellow cells so that the production cost is minimized. My total time is 20. Both local and national news should sum up to 10, and some of the other functions that I'm looking for. Now I've used some references. For example, I've used Excel references to calculate the total production cost. I've used some references to sum up the time for local and national news, and I've used a reference to sum up total time. So that's how I've used it. Now I've used some constraints one by one. I would try to link it and see if we get all the information in the question into our Excel sheet. So if the first constraint say that H23 should be greater than J23, it would mean there's this H23. Can I give a color to this? So this is like my first constraint. H23 should be greater than J23. Let's go back to the solver. Oh, where did that go? I think it went down. Okay. Then H21 should be equal to 20 because we want to make sure that the sum here is equal to 20. Okay, let's see the other constraint. Then something like H17 is greater than J17. H17 local news should be greater than J17. We have got a minimum limit. So we have a 3-minute minima for a local news, and just be reminded that local news is the most expensive one. And likewise, I filled in all the constraints here. Let's look at the other. H20 is greater than 21 times 2. Something like weather or sport should be greater than 20% of the time to weather segment. I think it's this one. 20% of time should be devoted to weather segment. So maybe the minimum time to weather is 4, and this is one of the other constraints that we have. So I'm trying to bring all the constraint into this solver. I'm changing only the 4 cells which are in yellow, and my objective is that I want to minimize the cost of production, which is placed in J11. No, it is placed in J22, and when I click on solve, I get this answer. So let me try to do this again. I'm removing the cell. Everything is 0. I can put in any value and it should drive things up. Let me show you. So whatever I put in the yellow cells is driving everything out. The only trouble is that if I put something, I'm not checking it based on the constraints. Let's try to see what Excel does. Excel searched the best solution for me. So this is one file. I'll show you another solution that I did with some of our classmates in the class. So this is the solution that I made with some of the classmates in the class yesterday. These are the yellow cells that we want to change. This is the maxima and minima for each one of them. This is the cost per minute, and this is the cost to the company. The total time should be 20. For now it's 21. The local and national should be 10. So all other things are used as constraints. If I go to the solver and click on solve, I should get the same answer. If it's not, there's something missing here. So when I used the total time at our disposal as 20 and I solved it, I got a set of equation. Suppose we got 21 minutes and we had less of the ad and we want to solve for 21. We can check out what would be the best solution for 21. Likewise, we can move or decrease. So the best solution for 21 would be like increase on weather and something like that. And we can also find out what would be the best solution for 18 minutes. If we have 18 minutes, I'll go to solver, I'll click on solve. It might give me the best solution for 18 minutes. So 18 minutes is 3100. So likewise, I can play around with the time. For now, I'm keeping it 20 and trying to solve it and getting an answer. Okay, so those were two solutions. This is the group solution that I did with few classmates yesterday in the talking zone of the library. And the other part is that I did yesterday morning. So this is what I did yesterday morning. I'll try to put up the links of these Excel files so you can download it and check yourself. I have not done the B, C and the D part yet.